T-Mo. I am playing No Man's Sky. We are on the normal mode save. We're going to get the chat and everything all set up real quick, and then we will be on our way. So please bear with me for just one moment. I do have to do a few quick things. One of which being turning down the volume on the broadcast. That would definitely be a wise idea. And then I need to just do some real quick self-promotion here. Just posting up on a couple Discord channels. Once I get that all taken care of, we will be hot to trot. There we go. Hey, Sword, how's it going, brother? Alrighty, we got Sword in the house. Hopefully he's feeling better. He was a bit under the weather the other day, and none of us enjoyed that. Oop, that's not a reinforced door. Silly me, trying to blast my way into a building that I don't have to blast my way into. Hopefully it was a good day at work, brother. You feeling any better? You still coming back to it, or are you good to go? Get a little gift of some phosphorus here. I think that was worth 10 units. Go ahead and hit this transmission tower real quick. Oh, we got Dark Lord Zelric in the house too. What's going on, Zelric? Oh, I always love the ones that make me do math. I'm going to do the smart thing and actually break out a calculator because I'm not that quick on my feet today. I believe it's 257, but I'm probably wrong. Hey, look, we got it right. Imagine that. Medium hauler hunting. What are you hunting a medium for? Why would anybody want a medium? Alright, got ourselves a signal. We do need to go next door here and go do this quest. This is why we're actually here. Uh-oh. Data wipe initiated. And of course we are on the wrong side of the building. That's always the case with me. Don't know why I can't figure out how to get in these places. Where is the bloody door? Of course it's on the last corner for me to check. Blast my way in here with the bolt caster. At least I confused the sentinels. They're trying to figure out why I'm running around in circles like a moron. Little do they know, I am in fact a moron. Data core breached, accessing schematics. Approach terminal, the information client requires is encrypted and readily available. Let's download that. Oh, you're on survival mode. Got it. Got it. There goes the dog shooting me through the wall. There goes the dog shooting me through the floor. Just two dogs shooting me from every direction through the building. Oh, that's pretty. Do not need all this stuff, though. Alright, so at least we got that quest complete. We need to figure out what other quest we have. We have a landscape photo. Oh, we got some to kill some quads. So let's go ahead and, while we're here, let's go ahead and kill some sentinels. Although two dogs at once is probably going to suck. Oh, there's one. Oh my gosh. Friggin' sentinels everywhere. Alright, where's that other dog? Alrighty. Life support is down a little bit. Alright, got the sentinels taken care of. I believe that will actually take care of our needed missions for the guild. We have our industrial secrets. Do need to find some predatory creatures and kill them. We need to scan some unique creatures. And we did not do the depot. I think that's actually in a different system. If so, that is unfortunate. We'll go ahead and land here real quick. Sentinel combat units deployed. Let's get our save on, then we're going to jump into one of these little buildings and let those sentinels chill out for a moment. I'll grab some nanites while we're in here. Don't see anything else of interest. Oh, we've got a flower. Some deuterium. Excellent. We have some damaged machinery we can fix. And what do we require on that one? Some pure ferrite? We got that. We got that to spare. 27 nanites. Fair trade. I'll take it. So Zelric's on his survival mode. What are you up to tonight, Sword? This planet is seriously lacking in critters. I don't see any red dots anywhere. That is unfortunately sometimes the case. Go ahead and up all my stuff, get it back up to full. That'll be one less thing to worry about. Especially the life support. I'm going to even up the mining beam while we're at it. I believe I've scanned everything right around here. Oh, nope, missed a mineral. Got all the big guys though, that's the big thing. We have a monolith nearby. Pretty sure I have a quest to take a picture with a monolith. Oh, that was literally right next door. I was not paying attention. Go ahead and grab our words. As I always say, knowledge is power. The Gek word for not. Okay. We are definitely learning a lot of Gek words. There's only 3 we didn't get in that one. Alright. Retain fowl first spawn. Remove sweet eggs from the spawning syrup. We will remove the sweet smelling eggs. Alrighty. Now let me double check my missions. Nope, just have the abandoned building one. Apparently I did all the other ones, which is good because they were starting to pile up. We have a distress beacon. Go check that out while we're down here. Don't really have the best of luck with things coming from the distress beacons. But I did at one point in time get an S-class module from one, so I'm still kind of a sucker for them. Well, hello everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Grab this distress beacon. Traveling anomaly detected. Okay. See what it takes to fix this one. More pure ferrite. We have that to spare. 33 nanites. Good trade, good trade. I believe we're going to have to be decking out another ship in the near future. So some nanites would be useful. Definitely going to have to get the Explorer a little bit more beefy. Had an inadvertent pirate encounter earlier. Totally forgot that I was not in Kicking Bird here. So when I went to engage the pirates, I didn't have a cyclotron ballista. You get used to that weapon real quick. And we got the Mad Scottish Gek in here tonight. Good evening. Good evening. Alright, Alright, let's go ahead and jump on back to this station. See if we have done the required quests. I am currently trying to flesh out the Artemis quests so that I can get Remembrance. Finally have a save that I have the Atlas Pass 3, and I keep going into these back buildings. And there's all these terminals that say I need the Remembrance. I didn't have it. That was just no bueno. Let me go ahead and switch my quest to the correct one. Alright, we're going to have to complete quest for the Merchants Guild. Oh, we only have one. That's one of two. But we can at least turn in some other missions. We'll get some more nanites. Then we might have to jump to another station and get another merchant's one. I've already done the mercenaries and the explorers. So now I need to do the Gek one. He has really cool eyes. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. Well, we could actually do a planetary depot here. That would be relatively easy. He's got a new picture one on a tropical world. Don't know the next time we'll get a vacation to a tropical world, but let's take this planetary depot, because that should actually just be right below us. That'll be good, and we will get this all wrapped up in system. Not have to jump to another one. When I got the first quest to talk to the Mercenaries Guild's representative, it was almost a 4,000 light year jump. That is on the wrong quest. Let's put it on Hostile Brigands. There we go, right below us. Oh, we got a message from Apollo. What do you say there, Apollo? Reading through these real quick. Just tell them to take a deep breath. Telling people to calm down always works. I don't think Apollo's going to calm down too well. I'm going to say I don't know. I'll let him figure out his own crap. What the hell language is that? Alright, well I think we're going to cut that one off. He's starting to speak gibberish. And we got things to do. Let's get down here to the planet's surface. I don't think I'm going to wait a minute, so let's pulse on in. Right, oh, let's raid some depots on Tipper. Map the planet real quick. What do we have up here? Is this the same place we just were? It is entirely possible. We'll find out when we get to the save point. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I do like a free landing spot, so I will even run a little while for that. Ooh, slow your roll there, T-Mo. Get on the bolt caster and get reloaded. Hit our save point real quick. attract the attention of all the little sentinels. We'll definitely get their attention now. Oh, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Oh, hello, little Mr. Lifeform. Are you friendly? A little difficult doing that while you're getting chased by 4 or 5 sentinels. But I also have quest to kill things, so I figure since the sentinels are already after me, not like they'll come after me even more. Well, it will definitely be faster for me to avoid them on the ground here than the minute it will take in the air. So I'm just going to run for a second here. We even have an unidentified plant that we can scan on the way back. And that should do it. Looky here, let's go ahead and scan that. Sword, I don't know if you would consider that little thing that I killed a crab. It was kind of tiny. Definitely not 8 meters tall. Alright, well that definitely takes care of that mission. Let's go ahead and get back. Oop. Why is it telling me to go this way? We already raided the depot. It's telling me to go back to the mission agent, but it's also telling me to go to the depot. Let's try and go to the space station. I do hate glitches like that, but they are what they are. I'm going to have to make a trip to the freighter in a little while and get that squared away. My inventory is all out of whack. I've been running around in a fighter with 9 storage slots for quite some time, and I'm not used to not having any inventory space on the ship. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this one in. Oh, we had 2 for planetary depots. Excellent. I do love the twofers. And we'll just check to see if he's got, well, he's got some kill 4 sentinels. We'll take that because we know we will kill 4 of them eventually. I do love those static missions that you can just do over time. Alright, that should settle up on that one. Now is it going to let us talk to this guy, or are we going to have to go to a different system? Coordinates received. Where are they? There we go. I do wish Hello Games would kind of fix that so that it doesn't just jump randomly from quest to quest. Oh, let's ask about some Gek history here. Ask about the first spawn. Ask if they feel guilt. Get all the little static going on. Their little pheromones. Going through this a little bit too much. Yeah, they definitely deserve this. Especially those golden gecks. The golden gecks definitely deserve it. Alrighty, let's see where this quest takes us now. We got a traveler over there. Gotta speak to Null. 1616. Alright, is that going to take me to a hollow terminus, or am I going to be able to do that from the ship? Guess I should probably read the quest. Locate a hollow terminus. Of course, it wasn't going to find one from in the station. See if we can find one out here. There we go. And off to the hollow terminus we go. Nice little short hop. Those pulse engine upgrades actually really do help with how quickly you can get around in system. Do like that. Maneuverability aspect doesn't help me as much because I'm just horrible at flying ships. So the more maneuverable it is, the harder it is for me to actually fly it. My favorite ship to fly is actually the shuttles, because they have some maneuverability, but they're still just sluggish enough that it compensates for my horrible flying skills. But on the fighter, the Cyclotron Ballista, the sheer volume of shots makes up for my lack of skills there too. Alright, let's see if there's any critters around. Any red or green dots? Nope. This planet is not too big on life. At least not of the creature sort. Plenty of fungus growing around everywhere. Oop, almost fell off there. And up the ladders we go. Let's tune to Null. Don't think Null's going to be really forthcoming in information. He hasn't been telling us too much so far. We'll go ahead and listen. Alrighty. So what happens now, Null? Aw, it wants to talk to me instead of you. Poor baby. Oh, we got Apollo coming back. What's up, Apollo? Go ahead and share coordinates. Sure, why not? Ah, we're in the same place. Different times. Uh-oh. Let's tune to Apollo. Oh, I think we're going to have to meet. Alrighty. I think we will get a little bit of progression out of this now. Coordinates received. How far away is that? Arrive in 1 days. Didn't realize 1 day was plural on this planet. It's also kind of funny how they use days as opposed to souls. Oh, sorry about that. Had a little coughing fit. Again, with the change in the weather up here. Keeps going from hot to cold to hot to cold, snowy, icy, rainy. Not the most miserable winter in western Pennsylvania, but definitely not the nicest. We got about 6 inches of frozen slush on top of 4 inches of frozen slush. So now I got 3 layers of ice. All sorts of fun. But it did finally warm up a little bit. It's in the 40s. And it's been raining off and on. End of the day actually cleared up nicely. Sun came out for a little while before dinner time. Helped melt some of it off. Not too much. Alright, what do we got for a distress beacon? There is no sign of Apollo. Play back the log. Let's try and access the data. I'm not much on praying. Ooh, got some glyphs for a portal. The Atlas is waiting for me, watching me. I'm always curious. Let's take a look at the little ship. I guess early on in the game, this would be interesting, but that is just so much damaged stuff. Trying to fix all that early on in the game would be brutal. Might have to do that sometime though, just for a little challenge. Alrighty, got that repaired. Got some Starship launch fuel. I'll take it. This rusted metal starting to pile up again. As are the ion batteries. Alright, so how far away from that signal are we? 22 hours. Straight to the portal. It was kind of funny. I was running around last night on this save, and I kept thinking I needed to go find travelers to get the portals, to get the glyphs for the portals so that I could get the UAS space. Totally forgetting that I'm in UAS space. This is the save that I came over on. It's the other two that I have to get over here. How quickly we forget. Alrighty. Imagine we're going to have to recharge this one. Of course we are. We should have plenty of stuff on us to do it, though. We'll do condensed carbon, sodium nitrate, and we'll use the ionized cobalt. Should have more than enough of all of those. Although we can do the deuterium too, but that didn't get all of it, but that'll at least free up a little slot. Randomly picking up deuterium in places. If you add up all the times you have to do this to get all of the portals going, that would be an astronomical amount of resources. Okay. Let's go ahead and input those glyphs. I have no idea where we're going. Walking through strange portals. They're very reminiscent of Stargate. Pretty load screen. Apparently I was on a toxic planet long enough to get some crusties on my visor. Oh, there they go. They got cleared off. Well, what the heck? That's interesting. Ruh-roh. Into an Atlas station we go. And of course, me being the thrifty person that I am, I'm going to run around and get all of these first. Because I would assume as soon as we're done talking to that Atlas interface, it's going to port us out of here. So I'll take my chubby little astronaut here and do a little running around. He gets winded. He can only do about a quarter of these at a time at a sprint, and then he has to rest for a little bit. Sit back, have a little cheeseburger, smoke a cigarette, that type of stuff. Alright. It's a fairly good representation of me in real life. Although I have quit smoking. It's a wonderful thing. I highly recommend to everybody that they quit smoking. After smoking for 30 years, I wouldn't have been able to jog around this place either. Gotta get them all. Oh, I could swear I keep getting these, but they're popping back up. Now I regret not getting the rocket boots. Imagine it would make running around here a little bit more easy. Of course, with my flying skills, I would miss half of these things and have to go rocket boot my way all over the place all again. Alright, the one up here is not here. Let's go talk to this Atlas interface real quick. See what it has to say. I also missed the warp cells. I really did appreciate that on the first couple of them, where they gave you the 2 warp cells so that you could have enough to jump to the next location. Hello, world. Well, I'm going to say hello. I'm not going to demand an audience. It is an Atlas interface. Alrighty. Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. The voice ends, the interface grows still and silent. It waits a command. Let's go ahead and initiate the personality interface. Reality fades, everything does. Something is wrong, something is different. Well, I'm not much of a screamer, so I'm just going to submit to this one. I'm not much of a rejoicer either. Atlas shows me the Gek, the Korvax, the Vy'keen. It shows me all of them in an instant, all of those who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. Atlas shows me a formula for a soul. If I put it into a machine, it would be alive. See boxes of text filling the base of a cracked screen. See the whole of the universe reduced to a graphical interface. Well, we're going to go ahead and submit to that again. Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I already know, and no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. The universe is a simulation, nothing is real. The universe is a simulation, nothing is real. The universe is a simulation, nothing is real. Let's take the one in the middle. That one looks the best. I feel, I don't really feel anger, sadness, or defiance. So we'll go with anger. Who did this to me? Who brought me into this world, fooled me? Who left me alone and cut adrift? Everything a lie, everything a betrayal. I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek, how they forced them to become good. Think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. I feel I am not myself. In the end, it finally speaks. Traveler, did my worlds please you? They do, actually. I'm having a good time. What do you think you are? Actually neither of these are correct with how I feel, so we're going to say Traveler. You're an explorer of all I have created. Do you believe you are real? Yes, I believe I am real. How are you capable of belief if you are not real? How are you capable of choice? I will let you die right now if you wish it. Do you wish it? No. Gek were traitors defined by greed. The Vy'keen were warriors defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see what the travelers would become. Receive judgment. Hey Art, how's it going? You saved the life of Traveler, Artemis, and told them the truth of their simulated nature, believing self-knowledge to be worth more than any pain this revelation might cause. Traveler, Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You value knowledge, you interfere, you have the potential to commit atrocities and wonders. Well, yes I do. Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. If I'm a simulated being, then I am not even sure that I am distinct from the Atlas, from anything else. I fear I'm just code, a function dancing in the dark. It is over, Traveler. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last word. 16. Catastrophic system failure. Alert, alert. 16 16. What am I seeing? 16. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload in. What is this place? Is it real? 16. Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators failing. Data upload in. It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out at me, afraid. Well, we will comfort the Atlas, because I'm not afraid. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might, its final interface. It is the heart of every galaxy screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools, and it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 16 minutes. Do I have lifetimes? Minutes? Secs? I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if... we're going to do nothing. We're just going to let it happen. Static. What is happening to... And we get another loading screen. So I was playing on the new setup, and I realized I hadn't done the settings on the TV properly. I had it set for like the most basic crappy signal out there. It's a 32-inch TV that I got for $100 from Walmart, brand new, so it's not the best TV in the world, but I kept thinking that, you know, the picture quality just sucked. So today when I started playing earlier, I went and messed around with the settings a little bit, and there's a graphics setting where you can set it so it's like more like a computer monitor. And oh my god, the difference is amazing. It was just really chunky and blocky before, and now everything is crisp and clear. It looks like a computer monitor, so it's actually really nice. Alright, so it's basically restarting my system again. Why do I feel like I've been through this multiple times? Alright, well, let's go ahead and get over here to the starship. Oop. Those dang plants. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. Into the water we go. Life support offline. Ooh. Well, that's not good. I actually have more oxygen underwater than I do above water. Ruh-roh. I don't even know how far away from the ship I am. Hopefully not very far. Nope, not far at all. Alrighty, let's jump into Kicking Bird here. Clambered into the safety of my ship, nauseous, calmed. I feel as if I'm going to be sick. I'm gonna vomit. Sure, why not? I almost threw up, but I'm about to do so. As I'm about to do so, a voice speaks to me from my exosuit. My illness disappears. Disgust, fear, panic, response detected. Countermeasure deployed, purged, neutralized. It is the voice of my exosuit telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since my very first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile entities, and financial transactions. In a strange sense, this voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion through thick and thin. I gotta ask it if it knows any jokes. Sure, why not? Exosuit doesn't answer, of course. Keeps itself zipped. I don't think I've ever made a joke before. I was born with the capacity to do so many things. I would have liked to live longer if I could have. My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those I know. I need to warn all the travelers I can. Multiverse ends in 16 minutes. If we have hours, days, years left within this false space, I do not know. Take flight. My launch thrusters are damaged. I do not have any dihydrogen jelly. And I don't know if I have enough dihydrogen to make any. I do not, so I need to get some dihydrogen. So I guess I will not be taking flight anytime. Hollow terminus detected. Alright, well there is some hydrogen this way. Let's grab some dihydrogen real quick. Not with the bolt caster. Bolt caster is not an effective method for mining. Why do we get the feeling I'm supposed to die here? Alright, where's my hydrogen? There it is. That should be enough. Better get back in the ship. Otherwise I'm gonna bite it. Alrighty. Well, what did I pick up that took over that space? Well, I very well can't get rid of the nip-nip buds. Those are too high value. Well, I can definitely get rid of the antimatter housing. Don't need that. Let's go ahead and fix up this starship. Component repaired. Launch thruster fixed. Let's get up out of atmosphere. I have no idea where we even are anymore. So let's take a look.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Well, we are quite a bit a ways away from the galactic core now. And that was not the case before. We're in the Base Veti sector. Guess we should jump to an Atlas station. Fire away and head to the station there. Atlas interface. I do hope I'm still in the Euclid. I'm not in Euclid, I got a problem. We are still in Euclid. Good. So we are just well away from where we were. Boop. I blame how long this ship is for bumping into things like that. Alrighty. Well, now we have another Atlas station to run around in. Gather as many words as we can. A Viking word for detonation. There's a good word. I've always had kind of a fondness for languages, which would probably be why I took so many in school. I took French and Spanish and Latin. Excuse me. Well, hey, I have revealed my name to another player on the PlayStation Network. Oh, I do like how that blurs that out on YouTube so that you all can't see that. I was not sure. As I was saying, I've always had a fondness for languages, and oh, I missed one way back here. I was watching the show Shameless, which is the Showtime show that chronicles the Gallagher family in Chicago, and it's a pretty funny show. It's pretty modern, so it's kind of raunchy and dirty, and there's a lot of sex involved and some sensitive situations. So it's not really the show for everyone, but I enjoy it. I'm a big fan of William H. Macy, and he plays one of the characters on there. So watching the show, one of the episodes from, I believe, season 7 is the defenestration of Frank. And defenestration has always been my favorite word since I first learned it. It's the act of throwing something out of a window, which I think is a beautiful way of saying that defenestration just has kind of a neat ring to it. So if you ever get a chance, look up the word and look up its historical significance for the world, because you'd be surprised how important throwing somebody out of a window can be. Little history lesson for you there, at least a history teaser. Alright, more Atlas language that I don't understand. I've become the servant of the ancient scent. It guides me through the cosmos, ever searching, never deviating. Have others come before me? Have others faltered upon the path of the Atlas? Only an ending will revelation arise. Resistance will not be permitted. Resistance is futile. The Atlas wishes for me to know what it is like to create. It wishes to share some portion of its being. I sense that it cares deeply about this journey, that it is trying to show me something it cannot articulate through word or demonstration. Well, we are at or above Hubble, so let's go ahead and do that. I have no choice but to proceed. This is destined. It is the program. I have always been searching, and I cannot falter. Alrighty, I can do the Novi Reclaimant. Why don't I have a state phasure, though? Why do I not have a state phasure? Okay, so I have the Photic Jade. Novi. Oh, I didn't build it, so I am 2 seats behind now. So I'm going to have to go to... Definitely going to have to go to the freighter now, because that's where I'm storing all of that material. I don't know what distracted me that I forgot to build the Atlas seed. But we all know that I get that squirrel brain every once in a while and get distracted easily. So I can't really say as I'm surprised. But while we're here, we're going to go ahead and zip on over to the space station. Slav Alpha, hexagonal planet. Could of course zip down there and scan the single light form, get another zoologist. But I will take care of that at another time. Ooh, that's a pretty ringed planet. Let's scan that real quick. Ippings. It's a blighted planet. Every time I see the blighted planets, I want to go, it's an ugly planet, a bug planet. Starship Troopers. Okay, well we are here. Let's see what kind of ships we get real quick. We all know I'm a ship nut. And I've been looking for those perfect explorers just to drive other people nuts. Try and get that 64%er in an S-class in a single drop. That'd be awesome. Just poking a little fun at Sword, guys. I believe we have an exotic coming in here. Yes, we do. Well now, ooh, that's a neat looking one. I like the paint job on that. Okay, so we have the QG6 Sukari S26. Ooh, that's actually one of the bigger exotics. Let's take a look at that one just to show off a little bit. And I guess the other big question is, where are we in the stream? How far have we been going? We are an hour in. So I'm going to put a little timestamp. Okay. Let's go ahead and show that one off. Not that I'm in the market for an exotic, but ooh, this one's gold. I've not seen the gold one before. I don't like this particular style. They're really cool when they're flying because that tail normally either flips down or on some of them it actually splits, which is really cool. But this has a plus 64% hyperdrive, a plus 59 shield, and a plus 49 damage. So the hyperdrive is definitely up there. This would be a good little system hopper. That's actually not a bad... That's not bad. It's got the good setup too, so that you can get to everything. Although you're not going to be able to attach anything to the photon cannon if you're doing pulse engines. But then you could do the hyperdrive as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess I should probably drop down to a planet now and get the address. But in the meantime, let me zip out here and take a picture. That thing is awfully tall. Sorry if this blue screen's on you guys, but no, actually that won't blue screen. It only blue screens if I do it the other way. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump down to the planet's surface now so I can get a proper location on this one. We try and document as many things as we can in the UAS so that we can share that information with our friends. Never know, we might have somebody within our sphere of influence that has been looking for this particular ship and not been able to find it. And if I can provide them with the information which helps them with that... Oh, I still have no life support. What is up with that? this is going to straight up kill me. Alright, well, real quick, let me go ahead and do the thing, even if it costs me. Alright, there's our hexadecimal. I'll go ahead and grab a screenshot of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump back in the ship so I don't die here. I would have liked to spend a little bit of time to find that find the life form, but not in the cards. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call the freighter. Speaking of which, why can I not warp my freighter here? There we go. Alright, I'm going to back up from the freighter for a moment, because I don't believe Sword has seen this yet. So Sword, if you're still watching, buddy, there she is. There's my new S-Class. That's the one that only took me 4 engagements to get. Not trying to rub that in or anything, but Sword knows that I spent, a solid 20 hours on my other save trying to get an S-Class freighter. And it was just not in the cards. And then this one, this is my lucky save, to be perfectly honest. I have excellent luck with the S-Class ships, like Kicking Bird is the S-Class fighter. This was the second fighter of this body style to land in that system. I have the Squid, which is the white and black version, which took me no time at all to get. And then I have the S-48-8 Baller Hauler, that's Planter. And then I also have Bubbles over here, and then Builder. Now Bubbles is a 48-8 as well. And this is my A-Class. It's my only non-S-Class ship at the moment. And then of course my favorite, Dora. This is my 3812 S-Class Explorer. This is where I rib into Sword quite a bit, because this is the body style he's been trying to get. He's trying to get it in the black and blue. This is the gunmetal with the white. Kind of hard to see in the color scheme in this particular station. But I was actually curious. I didn't really look at the hyperdrive stats. So here you go, Sword. This is what I got. I got plus 0 damage, plus 22 shields, and plus 51 hyperdrive. So if you do find that 64, you will definitely be up and above on me. So 2416 is my max range with all the hyperdrive additions there. Just so you know where I'm at on that. So there is actually room for improvement on that, which I hadn't really thought of before. Gotta admit, I have so much crap in my inventory right now, it is not even funny. I have got to spend some time fixing this problem. And since I'm right here, I'm going to do a little bit of ship hopping just to see if I have some room for anything. Oh my god, see, I have stuff that's in multiple locations. I really do need to clean out the inventory, but I'm not going to do that while I'm on a stream, because that's just way too boring. Not like we're the most exciting stream tonight as it is, but I can definitely think of worse things to be doing. See, I don't even have room for any of these things in here. I could sell some stuff off, that's for sure. And I actually do need to go... I gotta go get back in the other ship, because I don't know if I offloaded anything into the fighter or not. I'm going to jump in the fighter real quick. I'm going to go upstairs. And try and clear out the inventory in here a little bit. I would like to say that I could go upstairs and just throw things in the refiners and clear out a few slots, but I'm pretty sure I'm using the refiners for that same said purpose at the moment. In the interest of generating streams and content, I believe I've been slacking off a little bit in my inventory duties. Yeah, see, I have indium. I do have carbon. I wonder if I have room. Well, see, I could go ahead and move that. Let's go ahead and continue that one real quick. Hey, we do have one open, so let's see what we can get out of here. We can get the destabilized sodium into sodium nitrate. And then the sodium nitrate will go in the high capacity cargo, so that frees up a slot. We could do tetracobalt, but that's actually not going to help us out with freeing up a slot, but we can do sodium to sodium nitrate. That will help just a little bit too. The carbon, we can go ahead and put that into there to flesh that one out, and then we'll make this into condensed carbon. Compress that a little bit. And we did put in the new sets of refiners, so we can actually do that as well. I could convert the Herox to silver, but I don't believe that's really going to help us with a slot anywhere. Well, we have room in storage, so we will get rid of that. The gold we could make into pyrite. The rusted metal, I think what we're going to do, since this is going to take a little while, let's go ahead and just put that in a refiner. We will let that stew for a little while. Apparently we were making dihydrogen jelly. Let's finish that process up. We must have been trying to build up better dihydrogen stores. Knowing me, we were probably making fuel as well. So let's put that back in, crank that out to dihydrogen itself. Get the bonus. That's going to go into the freighter. That will get it out of our inventory for a little while. Now we have lots and lots of pugnium, so we're going to turn that into nanite clusters. That is super, super useful. Even though we have plenty of nanite clusters at the moment. Let's see if we have more pugnium we can actually convert. There is. Let's go ahead and process all of this. This will at least get it out of our inventory. Because nanite clusters don't take up any space. Which is nice. Oop, there it was. Okay, so 176. We've been killing lots of sentinels, so we ended up with a lot of pugnium. Alrighty, we can go ahead and take that back, and we will put that in a storage container. Alright, what else do we have that we can get rid of pretty easily? We could convert the uranium, or we can even take this rusted metal and process that. So that will take a few moments. So that will at least get that out of our hands. Let's put that in high capacity. There was some carbon we could run in here too. I don't believe we need to be running around with 1500 carbon in our inventory. We need the condensed carbon a little bit more. Alright, we are starting to get a little bit of space here. Warp cells, we can actually send that to the freighter. The uranium, we have room in storage apparently. Now what I want to actually do is get all of this stuff out of the starship. because we want to sell those. Let's put all the stuff in the starship that we want to sell. Makes it so much easier to find it when we're going to the Galactic Trade Terminal. And we will come over here, go to sell, switch from exosuit to starship. Just get rid of those. Now we have some things we need to actually take into a station to sell, because they are for nanites. Alright, we have a little bit of room in the high capacity cargo. So let's switch things over there that we can. We have room in the storage container for some of these. If we have room in the freighter, we will as well. We don't need the sulfurine at the moment. Oh, we only have room for one walker brain in storage. We have a little bit of room in there. Well, this is actually starting to come along quite nicely. We're getting a little bit of storage room. Okay, we couldn't quite get all of that. If I had copyright on me, I could go plant that nip-nip. But I don't. We want to sell the Gek relic. Alright, we can definitely work with what we got now. Okay, that's going to go there. That'll go there. Starship launch fuel. Alright, so I'm feeling a little bit better about the inventory situation here. That does kind of drive me nuts. Ooh, I guess I should switch over to Starship inventory so I'm selling the correct things. Because I think I actually just sold something I didn't want to sell. And I have some copyright in the freighter inventory, so let's take care of that issue right off the bat. Put that in the exosuit and smug it. Alright. Let's go plant our nip-nip. Add it to the other nip-nips. And we can actually grab this copyright right here. Alright, so we have the first set of trays of nip-nip done. So we will start on tray 2. Alright, I don't know how much copyright we have on us, but I'm not really here to do planting at the moment. We will save that for later. The nip-nip's not going anywhere. The drug market will always be there. So we are good to go. Oh, I wanted to check on that. Tried putting down that container. Oh wow, look at that. That gave us a nav data. So those in fact do work. That's kind of cool. They just mysteriously showed up in the plans one day. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few more down, just so I have them. Alright, let's see if there's anything else in our inventory that we can get to go someplace else. Semiconductor can go to the freighter, that can go to the freighter, that can go to the freighter. As can that. The walker brain will not. Well, it looks like we're holding on to the cop right now. And the launch fuel. Alright, so we do have a few things that I didn't really want to carry around with me, but that's okay. And I sold the gold. But that's alright. And I'm carrying around a lot of actual just copper. Or carbon. And I'm okay with that for right now. I'm okay with that. We need to continue on with this mission. That's the whole point of today's stream, is to get as much of the Artemis stuff out of the way as we can. Get back to Remembrance. So apologies for the The whole reason we came to the freighter, though, was to do the Atlas seeds. And I almost just flew away without doing that. So we are going to come into the chromatic room. I believe I need cadmium and emerald. And then we need to go ahead and get out of the storage unit. We need to make the state phasure. And then we need to make the Novi reclaimant. So we are currently up to date on our Atlas seeds. And we want to put the cadmium back first, then the emerald. This is another thing that I wish they would kind of adjust for Hello Games, that we can just slide these over by hand a little bit easier, put them where we want, adjust things in the storage units once they're there without taking them out, putting them back in. Now it could of course just be me, that I don't know how to do it on the PS4. But I've tried a bunch of different ways and I can't get it to work, so I don't think it's just me. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump on out of here. And it's telling us we need to go someplace else in the system, so let's go ahead and check our galactic map.
Orbital station coordinates received.
It has given us another Atlas station. We're in the Sea of Bilorco. So let's go ahead and jump on over to this next Atlas station. And we'll go from there. I really do like having the computer right next door. Having an actual PC next to your gaming area is super sweet, because I can look anything up that I need to. I have the chat in the stream going on right there, although I do not like which side it is. I need to switch. My monitor's on the right and my TV's on the left, and they need to be reversed. The only problem with that is the cords for the PC are not quite long enough to do that. So I think what I'm going to have to do is move the actual tower for the PC and put it in between where the PS4 is, and then I can actually put the PS4 on its side. I can lean it up against the PC tower, and that'll actually take care of a problem, because I don't really like the way that the PS4 is sitting. So it's kind of a tweaking game. when I originally set up the office, my office was set up for my property investment company, so it was really just a desk for a computer, files, writing area. It was never the intent to have as much graphic stuff on the desk as I have. You know, it wasn't supposed to have more than the one monitor. The monitor I have for my computer is much larger than you would need for record keeping and stuff like that, because I already knew that um, in the office I would be using the computer for gaming as well, uh, just not nearly as much as I am. I was more of a World of Warcraft and an EVE player before, and I wasn't doing console gaming, I was just doing the desktop gaming with those. And so I didn't really need too much, but I went and I got a nice big monitor, and it's got a good speaker set up, and um, it was actually a really good deal. It was right before Circuit City went Chapter 11, before they went bankrupt. So I got a heck of a deal on it too. I mean, it was this really, really big HP model that probably should have been $500-600 new, and I think I picked it up for about 120 bucks at the time. And for the size that it is as a flat screen, it was actually a great deal. Unfortunately, my PC is very, very obsolete. It is so out of date. I cannot play modern World of Warcraft on that computer. It won't play Battle for Azeroth. It just doesn't have the graphics cards for it. And honestly, in getting into the console stuff, it was cheaper for me to get a PS4 than it was to just upgrade the graphics card on the computer. So be it. Alright, we got some more Atlas words that we don't understand. I am close to the end. The truth of the universe is fire. The soul is light. I am the experiment and the observer. All creation constructed for my journey. I see the universe around me, and I know that it is good. I see the universe around me, and I know that I shall create my own. We shall succumb to the Viking milestone. Not long now, not far to go. The stars beckon with cold fire, and I rush to meet them soon, very soon. New product, modified quanta. Okay, I can do that with a little bit of indium. Should have known that it was going to take indium. It was the next in line. So, I'm going to have to go back to the freighter to do my Atlas seed, because I don't believe I actually grabbed the indium that was free floating. Oh, we had indium in one of the ships is what it was. So no, I did not grab it because I don't have that much forethought. I guess it is now going to just push me along the Atlas terminals. It's telling me that our goal is in another system. And of course, now is the time that I really regret not being in Dora, because my Explorer is set up for rapid travel inter-system and doing quick surveys of planets, including dropping beacons down and I swung off before it got the scan. I've got Dora set up that I can just jump in and out of systems, go to every planet, map them really quick. What I was doing when I first moved into UAS space was I was mapping about... oh, really? What do you think, guys? You think the pirates got a chance? I don't believe so. I used to run from these things. And I don't really regret it, but I do of a sorts, because now that I know what I know, that, you know, once you get a little bit of a ship set up for this, they really are not hard in any way, shape, or form. I mean, that was pretty dang quick. 100,000 units and um, some chromatic metal. But yeah, I have doors set up that I could jump in, and I would scan normally 5 minerals, 5 plants, and any life forms that I could get. And then I was naming the planets as I felt fit, but I was also using the naming conventions for the UAS and naming the systems. I think I got about 10 of them in 2 days. And it was nice to jump in. That was the day that I actually did my hyperdrive jumps from where I was in Euclid to where the UAS is. I went through a 1,000,000 light year jump on the black hole and then 240,000 light years hand jumping, 2,400 light years at a time. We have 2 of the exact same travelers here. Yuantul and no, Tricana. They have different names, but they look same skins, same colors. Alright, and the whole reason I came into the station was to check for more missions. And then I wanted to just check something real quick on the teleporter. Alright, so we will grab the Kill Sentinels one. We are not delivering items, we are not finding anybody. And check the station terminus real quick. Okay. So I do have that option. There's the UAS-1 Capitol building site and the Londinium circuit board farm. So graciously provided by Sword there. He did a wonderful job making the base. And Zelric for, I believe, finding the planet. Good job. It was a beautiful, beautiful system. Very, very unique planetary system. Don't know how long it took to find it. Don't know how long they were looking, but they definitely found something really, really cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump to the Atlas station. No need to do the 2 jumpy jumps there. We will just go direct. And I think what we're going to do, just for ease on myself and everybody else, we've been at it for about an hour and a half. That's a pretty decent Genera stream without, you know, any real major goal in mind. So I'm going to call in the freighter here, and I will dock. Then I'll be able to do my off-screen inventory management, and then we will pick it up with the creation of the new Atlas seed and jumping to the Atlas station. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. Drop me some comments if you'd like. Tell me what you think, any improvements I could make. You can always go back and check at 1 hour and 2 for that exotic. And at 1 minute and 7, or 1 hour and 7 minutes, I show off the hexadecimal so that you could go there. And you can always use the Xaine's World hexadecimal converter, which will convert it to the portal address for you. The link is down in the description below. And also, hey, check out Sword's channel. He does some great streams. I am very, very impressed with that guy. He has been instrumental in keeping me in this game and making it as fun as it is. So check him out. And until next time, everybody, hey, fly safe.